欢迎收看光环解说的《最终幻想16》。上集我们这个桥修好了啊，然后现在我们就前往那个前方的那个东池村。
Martha said the blight had spread even further south, pushing yet more monsters down with it. I dare say we'll be seeing a few along the way.
Then we shall have to keep our wits about us.
过了东池村，就是我们这回的目的地不死鸟之门。而且两个村庄离得并不是很远。在这个大陆经常会看到那个天空文明的遗迹，这前面又是一大坨啊。旁边有一个美德石，这个在我们那个营地见过，它是一个战斗的挑战。
It's the same as the one back at the hideaway.
但这个挑战现在还没有办法触发啊，剧情还没有到那儿。
Doesn't seem to be working though.
所以这个我们只能以后再过来了。然后旁边就是一个支线任务，就像这种顺路的，我们就给它做了。
You there, over here. Excuse me, I can use that blade of yours. Curse my luck, I'm branded. No time to haggle with whoever holds your leash. Wait. That's the slumbering chocobo you're wearing. You and the Marthas, are you? Good. She won't begrudge me the use of you, then. Well, there's wolves about. We tried dealing with them ourselves. Laid out bait, think we might swoop in and slaughter the lot. But we didn't expect the pack to be quite so bloody big.
I expect the blight drove them here. They must have fled their homes for greener pastures.
We'd hoped empty bellies might make them easy prey, but it made them mean instead. Martha's no fool, so she must see something in you. Do us a favor and get rid of him, will you?
All right. I suppose those wolves pose a threat to everyone.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. I'd wager the greedy bastards are still over yonder, finishing off our bait. When you've seen to every last one of them, go and speak to my friend over the bridge. Bryce, his name is. He want to know if it's safe to come across. All right, off you go then.
就是很简单的一个任务，就是让我们清理一些怪物。因为那个黑死地带不断蔓延，所以原来那些地方的那些生物都跑到这个人类居住的地方了，就在前面啊。其实也不是什么怪物，就是一群狼。
They look hungry, all right. Hungry. How to find this Bryce and let him know the road's safe.
就这几只狼就把这些村民给难住了，然后去找一个叫布莱斯的人，把这个清理这些狼的事儿跟他汇报一下，就这个人。
You Bryce?
What's it to you, bearer?
Your friend asked me to get rid of the wolves, so I got rid of the wolves.
You'd have me believe a single bearer slew the entire pack. Then again, if you didn't, you wouldn't be on this side of the bridge. Bugger me, you're a tough one, aren't you? Oh, Frederick! You wily bastard. I'd never thought to pit beast against beast like that. You served us well, bearer. Be sure to pass our thanks to your master.
很简单啊，就是有些无聊。我也不知道他前期设计这些没有什么剧情的这支线任务到底有什么意思。不过这个到了中后期就好了，中后期很多支线任务它的剧情还是比较丰富的，就是前期比较无聊。前面就可以看到那个东池村了啊，那个大风车。
Look, the windmills. That must be Eastpool.
这个东池村可以算是一个收容所，它收留了很多就是他们当时那个罗扎利亚王国之际那些难民，而且很多都是禀赋者。
I remember coming here with Lord Murdoch when I was young. Rosaria seemed a very different place back then.
这么多年过去了，这克莱夫还不知道那默德克将军已经死了。就是在克莱夫15岁的时候，他第一次变成那个伊芙利特之后，然后那默德克在旁边直接被蒸发掉了，就死得非常冤啊。
Quiet, isn't it?
Yes.
You. You're Clive Rossfield. It's me, Hannah, Rodney Murdoch's wife.
Lady Hannah.
Oh, I knew it was you. You haven't changed at all. The Lord Marquis and Jill too. It's so good to see you both again.
It's good to see you too, Lady Hannah.
If you have time, you simply must come back to the house. I haven't much to offer, but what is mine is yours.
We should be delighted.
没想到在这个地方遇到了故人，这是默多克的老婆。以前认识的人不是杳无音信就是死了，所以又能见到熟人，非常的激动啊。
And you have been wandering the world ever since. I can well understand fleeing from those iron blood brutes, but oh, to take to the road at such a tender age.
It wasn't easy, but we survived, and
now we're back. It's wonderful to see you safe and well, Lady Hannah. Do you think you will stay here, in Eastpool? Rosalith still enjoys the Mother Crystal's blessing, does it not? You could always move.
This house holds a lot of memories for me. So long as I can live here in peace, here I shall stay. Not that it matters. The capital is closed to civilians, by order of the Duchess. Or should I say, Her Imperial Majesty. Annabella's marriage to the Emperor of Sambrec heralded a great many changes here.
yes, of course.
Oh, forgive me. I didn't mean to...
Please, there is nothing to forgive. Would my mother not make an exception for you and your husband? Surely she would not refuse the Lord Commander.
You haven't heard, then. Rodney passed away on the night of the fire. He never returned from Phoenix Gate.
I'm sorry.
Clive.
My poor child. You look pale. All this traveling must have taken its toll. I insist you rest. We can talk later.
这都不知道该怎么去跟这个汉娜去说，就是因为他默多克死的，这可能不说是最好的，这说出来可能都会更难受。
Are you sure you don't want to sleep inside?
I can't. Not after what I did.
Lady Hannah said she would prepare a change of clothes for you in the morning. She really has been very kind.
Years of killing. 13 years without the faintest glimmer of hope. was only Joshua that kept me going. I swore that I would avenge his death. That I would kill his killer. That was the only thing that gave my life any meaning. But if it was me who killed Joshua and Murdoch and all the others, then why the hell am I still breathing?
I ask myself the same. When I fought, hundreds died. There were so many bodies, so many lives cut short in their prime. That day in Dalmacia, I wanted to join them. I wanted it all to end. I couldn't bear it anymore. If living meant being that, better to be just another body.
I'm sorry.
Do you remember that night on the balcony? When we looked up at the moon? I said a prayer to Metia, and that prayer was answered. You came back to me. The heavens must have a plan for us. We should get some rest.
Right.
Good night, Clive. Sleep well.
Thank you, Lady Hannah. Perhaps now people will not flee at the sight of me.
You look just like Elwyn did when he was your age.
How did you come to have some of my father's old clothes?
Oh, before Elwyn became Archduke, our families would often summer together. He and Rodney were like brothers. These clothes have been in a wardrobe for years, collecting cobwebs along with everything else.
Well, I'm very grateful for them. And sorry for depriving you of your memories.
Not at all. It's what your father would have wanted.
They suit you well. Thank you, Lady Hannah.
Yes, thank you. You've been most kind.
No, I should thank you. It may only have been for a short while. But seeing you again took me back to happier times. Fare you well, my lord and lady.
And you, Lady Hannah. If we follow the road to the north, it should take us all the way to Phoenix Gate. Let's go.
刚才的剧情有些沉重啊，现在我们换了一身服装，换了一套皮肤啊，这是他父亲原来穿过的那个衣服，就这一套装备我们可以穿很久。过了这道门，再往前走不远就是那个不死鸟之门了。
You? Those are Elwyn's. By the flames. You're his firstborn. Clive Rosfield.
You're mistaken.
Oh, you can't fool me, my lord. You're the very image of your father. And that would be true even if you weren't wearing his clothes. The self-same garments Hannah was keeping for you, if I'm not mistaken. She always swore that she would never part with them until the day Elwyn's sons returned. And now that day has come. Why, you'll be able to take your bearers back as well.
My bearers.
这套衣服确实挺好看的啊，感觉这个战斗力倍增啊。这个老头是这个村的村长。
Forgive me, Master Mayor. I was a child when last I came to Eastpool. I didn't recognize you.
Oh, I'd be surprised if you recognized anything at all. Much has changed since Rosaria fell to the Empire. Not least for the bearers, who once served her noble families. When the Ironbloods sacked Rosalith 13 years back, many who lost their masters fled here in search of sanctuary.
And never returned.
Aye. The plan was to send them home once we'd won back the capital. But then the Imperials arrived. Rosaria became a province of Sanbreque. The duchy was dissolved, and they no longer had any home to return to. Back in your father's day, any bearer who lost their master became a ward of the duchy. We'd hand them over to the sheriffs, and they'd be assigned a new position. But when we saw how the Empire treated their branded, we knew that wasn't an option. So they've been here ever since.
And now you want to give them to me?
They're yours by right, Lord Rosfield. Bequeathed you by your late father. And they'd be better off serving you than hiding here. Indeed, many of them used to serve your house, and still considered the Rosfields their masters.
I'm no one's master. Not anymore. They wouldn't be safe with me.
I understand. You'll forgive an old man his fanciful notions. Been daydreaming for too long. But still, I would ask a favor of you. A small mercy.
If it is within my power.
One of the bearers is an elderly fellow who still swears absolute loyalty to Archduke Elwyn. I don't ask that you take him into your service, only that you meet with him. Let him see that Elwyn's son still lives, and that he's as fine a man as his father ever was.
It would be my honor.
Thank you, my lord. He sits by the well most days, watching the people go about their business. If you could show him your face, I would be most grateful.
As fine a man as my father.
You're not so very different, you know. Especially dressed like that. Come on, let's go and meet that bearer.
这个村长让我们去见一位老爷爷，说他是他父亲的那个忠实粉丝，但是来到这个水井旁边并没有见到他。
He's not here.
Well, I can't leave without meeting him. I've let the mayor down once already. It would be cruel to disappoint him again.
Right, let's ask around. Someone must have seen him.
Well now, unfamiliar faces. What brings you to Eastpool, travelers?
We're looking for an elderly bearer. You wouldn't happen to have seen him, would you?
Ah, you mean the old boy who always waits by the well?
Yes, that's him.
What business do you have with him, if you don't mind me asking? You're not from the capital too, are you?
We are, in a way.
Well then, it's a pleasure to meet a fellow Rosalithian. I was born and raised down Market Street. and never would have left if Archduke Elwyn had survived the fire. It wasn't the same when the Duchess took over, though. All the beatings, the evictions, the levies going up and up and up, even as the blight took half the harvest. Oh, listen to me, telling you what you already know. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I can't help you with your bearer either, though I doubt he'll have gone far. He comes here every day, almost as if he's waiting for something.
We'll keep asking around then. Thank you.
他也不太清楚啊，我们再接着打听一下啊。
Good day, milady. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a bearer, an elderly fellow who used to serve the Rosfields. Have you seen him?
Ah, that old loon. No sign of him today. Funny, he's usually down by the well at this hour, cooking up his fantasy feasts.
I'm sorry?
Oh, he worked in the kitchens at Rosalith Castle back in the day. Still thinks he's there now. You'd often hear the poor fool chatting away to the Archduke. Living in a dream he is. But better there than here, I suppose. Can't imagine the Viceroy stopping to trade tales with a bearer. Can you?
No.
Anyway, you'll be round here somewhere. Doubt he has the path to stray too far.
Thank you. We'll keep looking.
Hey, hold on a mo. Young Patrick, the chocobo keeper, might know where he is. He's taken the old bird under his wing, so to speak. He'll be in the stables. You should go and have a word with him.
Patrick the Chocobo Keeper. Thank you. We will.
I'm sorry, Jill, for making you do all this in my stead.
It can't be helped if we're to keep up the pretense. Come on, let's head for the stables.
找那个老爷爷这段剧情跟主线没有什么太大关系，他就是想让我们多了解一下这个村庄的情况，因为这个村庄在之后会发生一件事情。
Where the bloody hell's he got to?
Excuse me, but is something the matter?
It's this bearer I've been minding. I take my eyes off him for 1 minute and he disappears. He's not in his usual spot by the well, nor anywhere else in the village.
You must be Patrick.
I am, but...
And this bearer you're looking for, he's an elderly man who used to work in the Rosalith Castle kitchens, yes?
That's the fella. How do you know all this? I've never seen you in Eastpool before, but you seem to know the place better than I do myself. Ah, so that's how it is. Well then, if you're acting under orders of the mayor, you're on about to help me find him. He's been losing what little sense he had left of late, saying the sheriffs are coming to collect him and that he needs to go back to the castle. I was supposed to watch over him, keep him out of trouble. But if he's walked out on us, there's not a lot I can do.
Understood. You keep searching here, we'll look for him outside.
Thank you. I'm in your debt.
I hope he hasn't wandered into trouble.
Let's just concentrate on finding him.
他们神圣之国被那个罗扎利亚占领之后呢，就是这个克莱夫的母亲安娜贝拉就嫁给了那个神圣之国的神皇。
Still no sign. Could he have strayed even further?
然后之后那个神王就让他的母亲就是作为总督来管理之前的这个罗扎利亚，但是他母亲就是不光是背叛了自己的祖国，而且就是作为总督管理这个罗扎利亚，对他以前的就那些公民啊，还特别的不是特别友好，所以这就能看出他母亲到底是一个什么样的人。
Look, there's someone over there.
It might be him. We should hurry.
company.
We can't lead them to the old man. They need to die.
Agreed.
Garuda, lend me... Get him!
最后这个结束动作挺帅的。我们找到了这个老爷爷啊，看看他到底怎么回事儿。
Are you all right, my friend? Come on. Let's go home.
Your Grace, you came for me. I waited for you so long, but you finally came.
I'm not who you think.
Clive.
Yes. Pray forgive my long delay.
It's nothing, Your Grace. I prayed to the Founder that you would come, and at long last, he answered. Will we be returning to the castle, then? There is still a place for me in the kitchens?
No, my friend. We will not be returning to the castle, not yet. I'm on a very important expedition, one which may take some time. Could you wait for me in Eastpool until my journey is complete? I will come back for you then. I promise.
Of course, Your Grace. For you, I would gladly wait until my dying day.
这位老爷爷应该是有些失智了啊，就跟那个拜登一样。
Thank you, both of you. You've been most kind. The memory of serving the late Archduke was as one light in the darkness, and now that light burns a little more brightly. It's nothing but a fantasy, of course, but it's better than the truth of the matter. A damn sight better. The blight is on our doorstep. Our harvests are failing. The people are leaving in droves. If it weren't for Lady Hannah selling half her worldly goods to provide for the few of us who stayed behind, we would long since have starved. We want to keep the bearers safe here, we really do. But unless a miracle happens, we won't be able to spare a crust of bread to share between them soon enough.
Is it really that bad?
So bad, I even petitioned the Imperial garrison to take them. But when they found out where they'd come from, they damn near spat in our faces. Ducal dogs, they called them. Enemies of the Empire.
I know a man named Sid, who would gladly give a home to any bearer in need of one. Leave this with me. As soon as I return from Phoenix Gate, I'll speak with him.
Thank you, my lord. Will you be passing through Eastpool on your way back? I should very much like to speak with you again, if you have the time, regarding the future of the village, and what might be done for Lady Hannah. After all, she's done for us.
Yes, of course. I'll be back anon.
Fare you well, my lord, my lady. I wish you a safe journey.
这个时候好像克莱夫他还就是并不知道，就是管理这个地方的那个总督就是他的母亲安娜贝拉。好了，然后呢，现在我们可以继续前进了啊，前往那个不死鸟之门。然后出了前方的那个，过了前方那个大门之后呢，是一片黑死地带。穿过这个黑死地带，就是那个不死鸟之门了。很快就到了啊。
The Deadlands are aptly named.
I didn't realize they were this close.
No wonder their crops are failing. The blight is leaching the ether from the soil. And when the last drop is drained, their fields will turn to this. No plants, no animals, no life.
And no monsters. I suppose that's one small mercy.
这个地方有一个岔路，然后井里面是一个遗迹，但是并没有什么用啊。我还以为在后面可能会是一个就是收集探索的地方，但是什么用都没有。
What's this? Another relic of the fallen.
所以他就是设计这么一个地方，不知道什么意思。而且就是他这一座这个最终幻想也是挺另类的，就是这一座几乎是没有那个探索收集要素，基本上就是一条路走到底。
We won't be able to use any magic here.
Another thing to worry about. As if the absence of ether didn't cause enough problems.
Take away the land's life force, and problems are all that's left.
我们可以把以太理解成就是空间中的一种介质，没有这种东西就没有办法施法了。
I can hardly imagine what this place used to look like before the blight took it.
I remember. It was beautiful.
然后呢，就会变成这样的那个黑死地带。这个地方是没有以太的。
There it is. Phoenix Gate. Where it all went wrong.
Come on, Clive. It's time to discover the truth.
下集我们就前往这个不死鸟之门。好了，本集结束，感谢大家收看。